Hello, my math students, whether you're here for Algebra 1, Pre-Calc, Geometry, which is first and seventh period. I don't know, it's been a bit since I've been at school. Hope your week's going well, that virtual learning's been okay, that you've been on top of all of your assignments and reaching out to your teachers if you're stuck on anything. What I wanted to do for a second is take a look at the schedule for all three of the subjects that I teach, starting first with geometry, then pre-calc, concluding with algebra. If you want to watch the whole video, you can, or you can use the little links at the bottom of this YouTube page in the description if you just want to fast forward to where I talk about your part or your class. Let's dive right into it. With geometry, I'm going to be posting this projected schedule on your page, Classroom, shortly. Below is going to be the projected schedule for the final week of the third quarter, which is this week. To make sure that you're on top of what you need to get done, I know some of these assignments have been more relaxed than others, but I just want to make sure that you understand what I'm asking of you to complete before the week is over and third quarter comes to a close. If at any point something changes and I need to notify everybody, I will do that through email. If you're not too sure what you need to be doing, reference this schedule or reach out with questions. My email is the same, ccortez@cohs.com. Let me know if I can help with anything. What's being asked of you for March 23rd is that you should have the Edpuzzle done with law of sines. You saw those three ratios that are equal to each other when we're dealing with any type of triangle. So that's what you should have done for 8 a.m. on Monday. Sorry, I have neighbors. Get distracted. Once that happens on Monday, you're going to see practice was posted on Math Excel. I'm also going to be offering office hours from 8:30 a.m. to 9:10 a.m. that day. So if you're stuck on anything, you have a question on law of sines or something in that topic, you can stop in, just click this link that's here. It'll send you to a Zoom conference. And I'll be there most likely listening to music and reading emails and catching up on stuff. So really, if there's something that you're stuck on, click the link, stop in, even if it's just to say hi and, okay, I'm good, or I'm just touching base, that's cool too. So make sure that if you're stuck, you can check that link. For Tuesday, you'll be taking a look at law of cosines, which takes law of sines and a similar concept. There's an equation that's attached to it that we use with triangles, but this was slightly different. So for Tuesday, you'll be watching, taking notes, sending the notes through the Google Classroom assignment, which I thought went really well with the previous section that you had to take notes on. On Wednesday, that Edpuzzle will be due at 8 a.m. You'll then see practice for law of cosines on Math Excel. On Thursday, you'll see an end of quarter survey that you'll be asked to complete. And then on the 27th, that's when the quarter ends. If something comes up, I'll let you know. Down here, you'll see a quick checklist of the sections you need to cover, the practices you need to complete. And again, if something changes, I will let everybody know on Classroom. So be on the lookout for that. Moving now towards pre-calc. Pre-calc, what's changed here? I added in some Bitmojis. I also did the same with geometry. If something changes, be ready to look through email or through Classroom. The mastery checks are still pivotal. Some of you have done an awesome job getting this done, submitting the YouTube links. Some of you have even used Flipgrid, which is another option. But I should have emailed everybody with some way to complete these mastery checks. Even though you're not at the mastery check table, I still need to see these if you want to move forward with the next thing. Some of you are right where you need to be, which would imply that you've completed the test on 4.1 and special right triangles. Some of you are a little bit farther behind in 4.1, so please catch up. This is the week to do it. And for this week, on Monday, you should be catching up or practicing. I'll be available for office hours from 9:10 a.m. to 9:50 a.m. Click the Zoom link, and if you're stuck on anything or just want to say hi, you can do that. Jess Boykin, shout out. You stopped in for the previous Zoom. That was cool. Johnny Sawyer also stopped in. Shout out. Thank you for that. On Tuesday, you're practicing anything that you need to catch up on. On Wednesday, you should have made it to the inverse trig section, meaning you've completed the mastery checks for 4.1, the quiz on special right triangles and 4.1, the test on special right triangles 4.1 and trig, and also the unit circle mastery check before you get to inverse trig, which should be Wednesday. Some students are already approaching that and will get there before Wednesday. Some of you might get there Wednesday, but as long as you get done what I need, that's fine. And as a precaution, please note that anything not completed on the checklist below before 2:30 on Friday may result in a 0. So I've sketched out this schedule prior to when we were worried about the current case of what's going on. So not too much has changed with that. You've known what you need to complete, and I've listed out everything here, and I can always provide more resources if you need more practice. So please note that mastery checks are pivotal. You need to have those done before you move to the next section. The sections and assignments that will follow, let's say, like, as an example, let's say that you complete all of 4.1, you complete the quiz, you complete the test, but you do not complete the 4.2 unit circle mastery check. That may imply that you do not receive credit for the inverse trig section, whether it's notes or Math Excel or anything else that's down the pike there. So please make sure that you're completing those mastery checks in a timely fashion. Please email me if you have lost that email describing what you need to do to move forward. And shout out to the students that have already done this. The checklist, in my eyes, you should have been done all of 4.1 by now. If you're not there, I'm strongly encouraging you to catch up. It would be really a shame if you lost credit for assignments that you just never got to because you just have put this off. Special right triangles, you should be in this ballpark area. Some of you might be at the quiz, some of you might be in trig. Some of you have already finished the test, and some of you have moved ahead to the unit circle. So please keep in mind that this checklist is here to help you. These due dates are here to help you. Not so much due dates, but suggested dates to follow through with if you want to finish everything on time or get done everything that you need to get done for third quarter. Why not? Going towards algebra, what's changed here? Please make sure that you're checking Classroom or your email to make yourself aware of any changes that come up. But honestly, not too much has changed here. Select few students have completed that mastery check on 5.3, which should have been done on Friday the 13th. Some students have moved ahead to 5.4, but there's definitely a lot of students that have not completed this mastery check on 5.3. Sketched out for this week on Monday, the 23rd, you should be approaching the mastery check on 5.4. I know that's not the case for everybody, but if you really want to finish everything and get all the material done for third quarter, this is where you should be. To help you out, if you're stuck on anything, I'll be holding office hours from 9:50 to 10:30 a.m. Click the Zoom link, and if you're stuck on anything, I can help you through that, whether it's an example, a topic, or something else that you're stuck on. You can just pop in, let me know, or say hi. On the 24th, we're going to try a portfolio digitally, which might be different than what we've done in the past. I plan on having more instructions for this in time, but most likely I'm going to have students take a photo of these select pieces and then submit them in an order, not quite through an email, potentially through a Google Doc. I think that will make the most sense. Let's make sure that you've been doing everything that you need to do. The graffiti wall, not everybody has this back, so let's cancel that. And that should be good. On Wednesday, there's going to be an end of quarter survey, which is 10% of the quarter, so make sure you finish that. And you should be making it to 5.5 at the end of this week. Friday is a makeup day. Please be mindful that this Friday the 27th at 2:30, that's when everything should be done. You should have your Math Excels completed then. I believe that's when I have all of the Math Excel's closing. So whether it's a mastery check you need or a quiz that you need, please make sure that you're getting that done before 2:30 and completing any prerequisite mastery checks for that. Remember that the mastery checks are pivotal. If you do not have them done, the sections and assignments that will follow will be a 0. Please be mindful when a section has a mastery check. I've sketched that out on this to-do list here. So it's very clear of what I'm asking of you to complete for Friday. Of course, if you have any questions, whether it was pre-calc, geometry, or algebra, please shoot me an email. Communicate with me. Communicate with your other teachers if you're stuck. I know that this is the second week of virtual learning, but I'm confident that we can all get through this. So please let me know if I can help with anything. If you watched all of this, cool. I think you would want to make better use of your time instead of watching me talk about different schedules. So please let me know if I can help with anything. Have a good week. Stay safe. Use hand sanitizer. Take care.